Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back once again to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name's Mark Love, and today I've got a 2025, this is the Solis 59P, and this is the NPF edition, the National Park Foundation. It's got a few extra features that I'll point out as we go around. The 2025s, they are on the Dodge Promaster chassis, which is a 3.6 liter 6-cylinder engine. You get 250 foot-pounds of torque, 280 horsepower, and you can tow up to 3,500 pounds with this unit. Let's go ahead and just get started with the walk around on the outside. First of all, let's take a quick look at the engine. There's not a whole lot to see here. Kind of buried down in there, but it's easy to access all your fluids. Your oil dipstick, oil fill there, windshield washer, you've got your coolant, your brake fluid, everything right here and easy to access. Your batteries, if you do need to get into your house battery, that's kind of in the back. The chassis battery is under the seat up front. But everything is easy to get to when you're doing your pre-check and filling your fluids here. Let's take a walk around the driver's side. Now, we do have the nice aluminum method wheels. I like the black with this. It gives it a really great look. And while we're here, it's a little easier to show some of the adjustments on the seat from outside. And we do get quite a few adjustments. It's a comfortable seat. You can tilt your back and your front with these knobs right here. You do have some lumbar support here. And these seats do pivot around. Now, it's sometimes kind of hard to figure it out. When you lift this corner, that does your tilt for your seat, and the other corner is where you would pivot it around. So with this all the way forward, you can see you can face the back there and everybody sit around the table when it's time for dinner. Let me slide that back a little bit more. As we come down the side, got the exhaust for our Truma system. This is our 5-gallon canister toilet. And you see these on a lot of units now, these canister toilets. They're actually kind of convenient if you're at a RV park or something. You can dump this right in the outhouse. You don't have to go to a dump station to empty it. Of course, you're probably going to be emptying it after every third or fourth use. They're not all that big, but I find they're kind of convenient. And also, you can get an extra one of these canisters to carry with you if you want. So we see a lot of people doing that. Right here is where we plug in our 30-amp shore cord. As we walk around the back, I'll point out first, we do have a 2-inch receiver. Like I said, this is rated at 3,500 pounds. You've got your 7-way plug right there. You also have a 4-way plug. And if you can see underneath, there's some storage for your sewer hose down there. So these really aren't designed for towing a heavy load, but if you've got mountain bikes that you're putting back here, maybe towing a small trailer with some kayaks or paddle boards, things like that, that's more what they're designed for. Let's take a look at the back here. Now, I mentioned this is the National Park Foundation model, and a couple of the nice things you get with that. First of all, you do have some storage here. You can access it from the top, but this is kind of nice when you pull it out. You get this little kind of countertop with a sink right there. And then you've got storage down underneath. You can see we've got our collapsible sink right here. And this is for our outside shower. There is a hose that you can put that would fill this right here. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And when it's time to put it away, very convenient and easy to put that back inside. And while we're here, I'll talk about the water system a little bit. Now, Winnebago uses this on a lot of different coaches. You can say we've got an outside shower port, hot and cold water. These are our valves, and it tells you what position to put them in. Maybe you're going to power fill your tank, winterize it, sanitize it. It gives you the exact position you want all of these valves in right here. We also have a switch for our water pump right there and our water heater, and then a city water input right here. Now this has only got a 20-gallon freshwater tank, and if you did want to hook up the city water, you'd have to hook it up right here. There isn't a way to bring it in through the door without leaving your door open. Most of the times when you're camping, you're going to have that water tank full, and then maybe carry an extra 1 or 2 5-gallon jugs for extra water if you need it. Also have some nice storage area back here. You can see on the other side of the bottom, we've got another storage tray that does pull out. There's our 30-amp shore cord. Over here it gives us a little storage bag, which is nice. And you've got a rack back here too behind it if you want to bungee on you know, some extra gear. Then in here we do have a little bit more storage. Now this big bag right here, that's actually the air bed for the front seat. So you can blow it up. It's a T-shaped bed that would go across the front 2 seats, and it's big enough for a child or a small adult to sleep up there. Also, we do have a fix-a-flat kit right here. You don't get spare tires with this, but you have your air compressor and the goo you put in the tire if you get a flat. You can see we've got our sewer hose down here, our shower hose. And again, a nice little storage area right here. Oops. And then we'll show you more about this when we're on the inside, but you also do have a nice screen here. So at night, if you want to leave your door open, zip the screen down, maybe get some airflow through here, keep the bugs out. Nice way to enjoy the outdoors. Okay, another nice little feature. Say you are outside cooking and it's getting a little bit windy, you can set this up. Has a couple of purposes. Number one, it's going to keep this door from rocking back and forth or closing on you, but they also make a shower curtain that you can hang right here, stand out here and take a shower. You could hook it overhead, kind of make a little canopy out of it. So if you are cooking out here, keep the debris and keep the things off you. Just a nice little feature to stabilize this back door area. See, we've got our camera system up on top, and now this one does have the air conditioner. Originally, the 59Ps only had a vent fan. You had to get the PX with the extra room and the generator to get that AC, but now they put it on their 59P models. So we come down the passenger side, couple of things I'll point out. You do have a 25-pound propane tank right there. You can see you've got your electric valve. I like the permanently mounted running board here. They put their little Winnebago emblem in here, but they give you some tie downs on both ends. Maybe you've got a dog that you need to tie the leash to, or a mountain bike that you want to lock up while you're out on a hike or something. You've got a place to do it right there. Let me show you over here on the passenger side. Same thing with the seats. This one will tilt. This one here spins it around, so it makes it all part of the living room when you're inside. I'll go ahead and leave that one just like that for now. Okay, let's take a look at the inside. Now, it's a little bit crowded in these B vans. We always have a bit of a logistic issue going back and forth, so I'm going to start at the rear and maybe move forward. We'll try to stay out of each other's way here. Okay, one of the things about the Solis, these are designed for families. Maybe you've got a couple of kids and you want to get out but not break the bank on a Class A or getting a diesel. These will get you back in the woods at a very reasonable price and allows you to sleep up to 4 adults with that pop-up. But back here, we do have some nice storage. And what you're seeing here, this is that shower curtain I was talking about. These are your blinds for your front window. So when it's at night, you want to close them off or block them off, you've got that right here. This right here is our rug. So we do have some rugs for up in the cab area. And you can see all of the windows here have the nice vinyl covers on them. And these actually have a little R value to it. They're kind of a little bit thicker than you would think and give you a good insulation. Over on the other side, I'll pull this up just so you can see the storage. We do have some pretty good room back there. You've got your 110 outlets, your USB, your USB ports, plus 12-volt power right there. When it is time to go to bed, there we go. And there we are. I'll get out of the way and let Jody get a better shot of that. But it is big enough for 2 adults. This would be basically a double bed here. Okay, and then when it's time to travel, this is easy enough to get out of the way. Latches up there nice and easy. Then you've got room for your bikes or your gear back here. Now there is a little bit more storage that I'll show you. We've got a little compartment right there. We've got a couple of cubbies over here, and these actually are good size. One on the top, one on the bottom. Access panel over here on my left to get to your water pump down there. You've got your breakers and fuses over here. Another little storage drawer. Then I've already shown you this compartment here. As we back into the kitchen, first thing I want to show you here is this light. This kind of is an indicator to tell you how much water you have. And you've got an ecosystem here. When you're going to heat up your water, say you're going to take a quick shower, you can drain all the water that's in the line back into the tank so you're not wasting water as you preheat it. Once it's warm, you flip that, water comes out your sink or your shower. Nice little water saver feature there. And we do have some more storage underneath. Little drawer here. Nice stainless steel sink here, and it's big enough that you can use it. You know, when you're prepping your food, washing your vegetables, cleaning your dishes, you've got enough room here. They do give you a couple of racks throughout the coach to store, you know, soap or other items. Another storage compartment up here. These are all your owner's manuals and so forth. Okay, and then under the 2-burner propane cooktop, we do have a little extension right here. Give you a little bit more room when you're prepping meals. And then over here is our 12-volt refrigerator. I like the way this is mounted because it's easy to access from the outside. Okay, across from the kitchen is our bathroom. So I'm just going to open this up and get out of the way, let you take a quick look at that. That toilet does turn 90 degrees, so when you get in there, you can point it north and south, give yourself a little bit more leg room there. Okay, now let's move up to the passenger area. I'm going to go ahead and just set this ladder aside for now. So you can see we've got a couple of seats here with 3-point seat belts. So if your kids are in car seats, these are great for them. There's actually a little bit of storage down there. You've got one little cubby. The table here pivots out, and as you can see, with the seats all turned around, if you pivot the driver's seat around, all four of you could sit here and have a meal or play cards or whatever you want to do. Again, you've got these nice window covers. Up above here, we've got another storage compartment. And then back behind me here, we've got most of our controls. So here is our Truma system. You can see when you turn that on, it's both your coach heat, your hot water, your fan. You control all of that right here. This is our monitor panel. So you can see LP, our batteries, 2/3, gray tank is empty. Remember, you don't have a black tank here to monitor. We do have a solar panel up on that roof. Right here is your Xantrex controller. You do have some heating pads for your holding tank underneath, your freshwater tank. And then here's your valve on-off for your propane. Okay, I'm gonna pop this up now, and bear with me. They've changed this ladder a little bit. It's in one piece now. You can see it's hinged. It used to be in two pieces that you had to put together, but I like this one a little bit better. And they do have nicer hooks up there. Now, they've changed the latch system in these models. Go ahead and unhook here. Okay, that one's off. That one's off. Now, if you push this up just a little ways, those struts catch and it'll lift it all the way. If you're slightly taller than I am, you can do it without having to step up on the ladder. Why don't you get a shot of how much room you have back there, and then I'll point out a few of the changes that they made. Let me start by opening this up and getting a little bit of light in here. There we go. So they've added a couple of struts for support this year, and what these do, it's kind of designed for when it's really windy and this thing maybe is rocking back and forth. You can stabilize it. Got one on each side. They kind of go up in that clip there, and then have to line up your hole. Where'd we go? There we go. So you've got one on each side here, and you also have an extra band right here. This kind of keeps your sides in when you're taking the unit down. It's nice to keep these pulled in so you're not pinching it. But with both these struts up here, it makes this thing a little bit sturdier. You're not going to rock around as much or feel it move so much in the wind. Oops, excuse me there. I guess I should have secured that in a little tighter. And I believe I just dropped my pin. Anyway, when it is time to put things away, this Velcro's back in here. Go ahead and put my window back up. And by the way, you've got two other windows up here that zip down. You've got a vent on the roof there, so plenty of airflow through here. Now when it comes time to bring this down, you can just pull on that. But one of the advantages of this right here, as you can see, it's pulling all of my tent sidewalls in tight, so I'm not gonna pinch them as I pull this down. And then as it does go down, you want to make sure you're latches are clear here. Not pinching any canvas in it. There we go. And then if you want, you can tuck these all up out of the way so they're not hanging down in here as you're walking through the coach. But like I say, the pop top really makes this a realistic van that could sleep 4 adults, not something that you're going to find in a lot of other B vans. Okay, while we're here, we'll look at, let's say we've got our 12-volt refrigerator right there. We've got our master battery disconnect when you come inside. 12-volt port right there. You've got some USBs, and then your light switches are all right here. Also down on the floor, you notice we've got another place we can hook in our outside shower. 110 outlet. We've got a heat port right there. We've got another heat port over here, and you can see the 110, the 12-volt, the USBs, they are throughout. And then there's also another little storage area. Let me get this out of the way again. So we've got some more storage down there, maybe for your dog leashes or dog bowls or things like that. Okay, and then let's take a quick look at the dash here. So one of the things they do with the Solis, your backup camera, you notice, is up here, and you can shut that off if you want. Use it just like a regular mirror, but this is your main backup camera. On the left side here, you can Bluetooth in your phone, and of course you can do everything right here on the dash also. But here's where you would Bluetooth in your phone. Cruise control over here on the right side of the dash, and then whatever apps you want to download, language display, your profile for your unit. Again, that's where the phone gets paired in. You can go through and scroll through your music. You do have the Sirius XM radio here, and then back to the home screen. One thing about the Travato, or not the Travato, but the Solis, and this is on the Dodge ProMaster, which is the same as the Travato. Your steering wheel here, there's a lever down there you can release. It does telescope in and out, but there's no tilt with this one. But I don't find that to be too much of an issue. Really, once you get in here, get your steering wheel set, it's quite comfortable and easy to drive for long distances at a time. Over here on the left, I will show you, you do have a battery boost right here, some of your auxiliary fans, and then your emergency brake, your parking brake, is electric now. You pull that to set it. So once again, this is a 2025 Winnebago Solis, and this is the NPF, the National Park Foundation version. Gives you some nice extras. If you have questions on this one or any other coach, please reach out to me. Once again, my name's Mark Love. You can contact me at 970-631-0083. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want to set up a time to come in for a test drive. Once again, folks, drive careful when you're out there. Happy trails. I will see you next week. Thank you.